Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another daily vlog. And today's vlog is all about this thought or this kind of stopping idea of that you cannot make it with these one take and simple vlogs. In the past, people were thinking, oh, we need to have a lot of B-roll, a lot of fancy shots of whatever we might be doing during the day. Or with travel vloggers, they only show like the beaches, the pools and stuff like that. Edit out all of the negative stuff, but only show the most beautiful stuff. And your video needs to be filled with all of that imagery and this highly edited content. And while that is true, I'm not saying that is not true. With a highly produced video, it is honestly much more likely that you will be successful on YouTube if that is your goal. But I just want to showcase one example of a niche that basically is doing the same thing that this new vlogging scene is doing with these very simple setups, with a very simple camera, like I'm recording now, the DJI Pocket 3, or some of the vloggers like Lewis, Chris Meets Chris. They kind of sparked, as far as I can tell, this new wave of creators, of vloggers that all use the DJI Action 4 or Action 5 in a very simple setup, but not only from a technical standpoint, but also from the way they shot these vlogs. For example, also me, I always do this one takes vlogs because I want A, to practice that, and B, I think that this very simple method of not editing, of leaving all of the mistakes in and showcasing you the spur of the moment basically, gives my video some form of authenticity because it's not edited, because I keep it so simple. I'm now standing in my living room and I'm just talking to you. And while it is very understandable that some people will say, why should I watch that? That is so boring. Or why would that be successful when you have vlogs like Casey Neistat, for example, who edited a lot and crafted a very good story, or Peter McKinnon with all of those big visuals. And yes, those are entertaining and those grow much faster. But commentary channels, for example, Moist Critical is the best example, but also a lot of other, to a lesser degree, smaller commentary channels still have like 100,000 subscribers and are very successful. And with those, I mean, look at Moist Critical. I'm not sure, is he only using like a webcam? He's only sitting in this room. Most of the time, it's barely edited. There is no B-roll most of the time, as far as I can tell. But he has millions of subscribers. All of his videos get millions of views. And while those aren't vlogs in the way we do it here in this wave, and I would argue most of the time what these commentary channels kind of provide isn't like that helpful. And I don't mean this in a disrespectful way, because YouTube usually consists of, it's a search aggregator. So you look for a question or an answer to a question, or you look for a review, and that's what I mean by helpful. You look for something that helps you. And with these commentary channels, they, as the name implies, they comment on something. So when people ask you, or you ask yourself, why would anyone watch my video about me talking about whatever, about me talking about my life, or a question that is going through my head? And that is actually your answer, because some people might go through the same things like you do, and they would enjoy like watching what you're doing. Because let's be real, with the commentary channel, it's the same thing. You don't actually look for that stuff. You don't type in give me a comment about X and Y. Maybe about the movie, but not necessarily about those topics that these commentary channels kind of comment on. Or usually, or a lot of commentary channels comment on other influencers. And so you probably don't look for that. Still, they are very popular and people like to watch that. And I think that is the point what I'm trying to bring across. Even though you potentially consider whatever you bring to the table in these vlogs isn't like highly searchable in a way, but that still there will be some people who would enjoy that, who want to kind of take part in your life and whatever you have to say. And if you can kind of combine it with something that might be helpful, for example, that is the reason why I started this vlogging channel, because I want to provide all of the knowledge that I have from the filmmaking industry, but also from a YouTuber's perspective, because I have a main channel not that successful. So I highly emphasize that whatever I'm telling you on this YouTube channel is not to make you grow faster, but I'm providing you with a couple of reasons why I think you should kind of start vlogging or start a YouTube channel. And this is the reason that I'm telling you now. Even if you consider that you might not be successful with a one-take vlog, with sharing whatever is going on in your life, with a very simple setup, look at those commentary channels. Again, Moist Critical, best example ever. Always the same room with a somewhat not that great webcam, but still, he can bring in so many views on all of his videos. I'm not validating or putting, I like to watch him, but I totally understand if you don't like what he's doing. Still, you cannot deny the success that he's having. Is that good content? Don't know. That is very subjective. Is it valuable content? Probably not, because yeah, it's commentary channel. Is it entertaining? I am entertained by it. I like to watch him, also to sometimes get a kind of idea what's going on, because I feel like he sometimes is a very good like mirror of what's going on in the US sometimes. Not necessarily politically speaking, but from YouTube's perspective. If he's commenting on some weird influencer, then you get a good grasp on what's currently going on YouTube and what might be trending. Not in a positive way. I think he usually kind of, if he comments on some people on YouTube, it's always to kind of showcase, oh, that's some negative stuff, at least from what I'm seeing. And yeah, that's basically why I think you should not stop yourself with this thought of, oh, is this even worth posting? Is this even good enough? Because Peter McKinnon has so much B-roll in that and the biggest camera and it looks so much better. And I'm telling you now, I think, and I've seen that also with a couple of bigger creators who also kind of want to go back to the, in air quotes, old YouTube. It's exhausting. It's not only for the creator who makes this highly elaborate vlog with all of, I mean, I will post at the end the vlog from yesterday, where I think when you interrupt your life or the moments that you experience just to take multiple angles, it is exhausting. It is exhausting for you because you, for example, you go to dinner and then you shoot your dinner for multiple angles. Your dinner gets cold and everyone around you has to wait for you. You interrupt life, and that is a very extreme example, but I just want to illustrate that that can be very taxing on you. Furthermore, I'm so highly of the belief that people are exhausted by this highly edited, only showcasing the beautiful moments of whatever you are doing. People want realism, people want authenticity. And I feel like this way of vlogging, using a very small camera in comparison to a mirrorless camera, of course, to a DSLR, vlogging with these one takes, or vlogging at least, even if you edit, you can keep it very simple, and also keeping in all of the mistakes when you're speaking, when you're talking, gives these videos some form of authenticity that, in my humble opinion, people are starting to crave. It is so exhausting, not necessarily to watch those videos, but because obviously those videos are very entertaining. They look beautiful when they're highly edited, when they shot well. But subconsciously, and I think that is something that people are starting to realize, this beautiful influencer life is subconsciously weighing on you. If you watch a lot of travel content, at some point you will feel like, oh, why am I not traveling? And I know that for myself. I'm last year, that was the first trip since 2019 that I was able to travel, be it for financial reasons, be it for responsibilities that I could not leave behind. And I was watching all of those travel videos, and I felt like, oh man, I want to travel as well. And that just happened very subconsciously. And the same thing holds true with all of the vlogs that are so well shot and beautiful. Don't get me wrong, I love those vlogs. But if you are not very you don't really reflect about, I don't know the real term, but if you don't realize what this is doing to you, then subconsciously makes you feel bad, because you think like, oh, that life is so beautiful, that is so pretty, and they have a beautiful home, and you think like, oh, everything is messy, my home is not that beautiful. Honestly, this looks like this because my wife and I were decluttering, yes, 2 days ago, but before we had so much stuff in here. And yeah, if you see those videos, I'm pretty sure every one of those beautiful videos, they clean up everything first and then they shoot those videos. And that is not real life. That is something that will subconsciously, as I said, weigh on you. You start to compare, and don't forget, comparison is the thief of joy. But it's sometimes we cannot prevent that. Sometimes we start to compare, and especially if we consume all of this, in air quotes, positive content where they edit out all of the negatives. Yeah, we feel a little bit bad, and I think that is the reason why people are craving this new wave of vlogs where it's not about showing negatives. That's not what I'm saying. It's showing everything, basically. Oh, that's my coffee machine. Sorry about the noise. Yeah, it's all about showing everything and making the content as authentic as possible. Yeah, and that is why I think these types of vlogs are up and coming. I might be wrong. Maybe I'm betting on the wrong horse here. I have no clue. I'm not saying do it to get successful. I'm saying do it because it feels good, actually. For me, this is, I'm learning new stuff. I'm getting better at talking in front of the camera. I'm getting better, not as much, but I'm trying to vlog outside when people are around, and I meet new people. All of you who are watching this are so active in the comment section. It's very enjoyable, and it's also enjoyable to kind of journal. This bringing out your thoughts into the camera is actually a very good form of journaling. All right, so I was starting to ramble a lot, and it's, well, 14 minutes. Thank you so much for watching. Please comment below. Let me know. I would really like to know from you. If you consider these commentary channels, do you think, or what do you think, why those channels are successful? And could you see, because commentary channels are so successful, Do you see that these, or do you think that these vlogs now that are coming, these simple vlogs in a way, do you feel like those will be successful as well? Let me know in the comment section below. And if you want to see that vlog from yesterday, where I think it was yesterday, where I think talked about that you should keep those vlogs real, look up here. YouTube thinks that you like the video down here, and maybe help me to get to 1,000 subscribers by clicking the button up here. I see you tomorrow. Thank you very much.